and welcome back to Song Reaction Analysis with your girl JVB. How are you guys doing today? First and foremost, thank you so much for checking out my channel, my reaction videos, hopefully also my own music. In the description below you can find all the links. I would appreciate it if you sign up for my newsletter, my mailing list. There's a lot of things in the works: Patreon, specialized, custom reactions, voice lessons, one-on-one Zoom sessions. So many goodies going on. In case you don't know who I am yet, I'm a singer, songwriter, music producer, and composer, vocal performance coach, and I love doing reaction videos for you guys. Burgerkill is one of the newer bands on this channel, and I feel so sad to have been told that one of their members passed away not too long ago, and another member just passed away very recent. So wow, that is so sad, but regardless, it's an amazing band and I'm glad they're still doing it, and my condolences go out to all their families and friends and to the band, obviously. Shadow of Sorrow was one of the songs that came highly recommended, and it looks like the video is not good quality, so I apologize. It's from 2007. But it's a link that was sent to me, so I'm just gonna check it out and see what's up with that. So I love the opening riff right away. It reminds me it has a little bit of a Pantera vibe to it, which is one of my favorite bands ever. If you ever want a Pantera reaction, I will not say no, because it's my favorite band, my favorite metal band ever. But I got a little bit of that vibe. It's like that, like 90s, like metal, like hardcore, like just going for it. Really freaking awesome guitar riff. And there was also some strange timing going on. It's so funny. I'm such a four on the floor girl. So I'm always like, what? It takes me a minute to kind of get it. I want to check it out again. Let's go. Suspense. Sorry guys, I forgot that was like a little intro there. But yeah, that was like a really cool riff, but then the timing was kind of very intricate and interesting in the beginning. Yeah. wow, they don't even stop. I'm like, okay, there's gotta be a breakdown. I mean, it's not even halfway through yet. So, wow, there's so much going on. I mean, the screaming is really cool. It's like rah, rah, the entire time. And then the guitars they just keep on going. There's like no stopping. It's super intense. But I love it. I can see like people going nuts, like doing a live show. Holy shit, this is like the mosh pit song. Yeah, I would go totally crazy. I love that. Nice. I was waiting for that because I love that little slowing it down and da-da-dum, 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 da-da-dum. It's not exactly what they're doing, but you know what I'm saying? I love that because I feel like when you have such a heavy song and it keeps going all the way through, it's a little exhausting to the ear, but like breaking it up is excellent songwriting. And it's also brilliant for the listener because you get a chance, the song needs a minute to, or like a few seconds to breathe, to give the ear a little bit of a break, and something changing keeps the listener interested, so they're achieving that by doing that. Love that. Love the guitar solo. That little break right there, that was so cool. And I also like how there's now voices added. So again, for like a good song, right? A good song wants to kind of build and slowly add layers and let go of something else to kind of like change it up a little bit, but not make it too drastic, obviously. But as they're progressing towards the end, I love the little things that keep coming in, like the background vocals, then the little stop there. That was just so good. I love that. So good. Yeah. So good. So I love the end, because at the end it gets chaotic, but then there's like little things timing wise, and they're stopping and ringing out a note and the chord. It's just like so interesting at the end, where it's just really, I love the way the song builds. And it's not a typical song, because probably also it's not my language, so I don't really know what he's saying. So I didn't hear anything that was like super hooky, but I love the theme and the feeling and the vibe of the song, and that's what's kept me engaged, because there's so many interesting little sound things going on, guitar riffs and drums, and again the stops, that makes it so interesting. And I just wanted to keep hearing it, and I was like, oh my god, this is so awesome. It's like those little things in a song can make such a huge difference and really keep the listener engaged and interested and surprised at the same time. And there were a lot of those magical moments happening, especially towards the end. But I feel like even in the beginning, when it started out like really with this crazy timing, and then they just went full on like rah, and like, you know, speed metal, and then they kind of slowed it down a little bit, which I also loved. And it just kept changing, and I love that. It just like, as it kept building, it kept changing, and then but keeping the theme, which is really great. Let's go back to here one more time, because the end is just like so epic. So good. Oh, so good. And the way it ends with the drums, so good. It was just so freaking good. Yeah, the drum, dum bum bum bum, da dum 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 bum. It has, man. What does it remind me of? It doesn't even matter. But it definitely reminds me of going to one of those metal shows where like bands like Overkill and I see the guy in front of me, but I can't think of this one band that it totally reminds me of. But it has a little bit of Pantera in there, but like all the goodnesses of, is that even a word, of those metal, speed metal bands. It's just so freaking good. I really love these guys. And I love the fact that they've been around for so long and that they're still doing what they're doing, because that is true passion. That is true being just in the game, not just for the gain, but because it's what they do, right? And that's that breath. It's like the air they breathe. It's just, that's what they do. And they do it really, really well. Wow, love that band. And I can't wait to explore more. I saw that they had new songs out, so we could do definitely a few more older songs, but I'm also super interested in hearing and seeing what they're doing now. So I think the next Burgerkill reaction, let's do something very recent and then go back, but jump back and forth maybe. So in the comments below, let me know what should be the next Burgerkill reaction, what song, and if you have a specific link, I always appreciate that, because that just makes it easier, and then I know, okay, this is definitely like a legit link from one of the fans. So I really love that. With that said, I always want to leave you with something positive and uplifting. Make every day a great day. Every day is a blessing, and bad things happen in life all the time, and it's not always easy to deal with them. Like we talked about, you know, people passing away, and there's a lot of things that are not always easy to deal with. And what's important is to find people you can reach out to that will listen to you, that will be able to help you cope, and also allow yourself to grieve, allow yourself to feel the feelings of sorrow, the feelings of pain, the feelings of sometimes we just don't feel good, and that's okay to not be okay. But it's very important to reach out and not to get too caught up in depression and too caught up in isolating yourself and, rejecting people outside of you, and just to shut yourself off from the world, which I've done and I know friends of mine have done, but it can become very quickly very unhealthy. So just make sure that you realize that you're not the only one feeling sad sometimes, or feeling not okay, and feeling maybe a little bit down or depressed, but know that there's always a way out and there's always help. And reach out to help for help. And I'm also here to help. So if you ever feel the need to wanting to talk to me, first of all, I have my Patreon, so you can join a community of like-minded people that probably resonate with you, your feelings and your interests, which is awesome to have a community to be around that. And also you can email me always and just say hello and stay in touch also with my newsletter, where I communicate more with you guys. And like I said, with the Patreon, I will be able to do some one-on-ones because I want to help people. I think it's really important to empower one another and to enlighten one another and to inspire one another. And that's part of my mission here on this earth while I'm here. So with that said, I'm going to let you go. If you haven't yet, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, that you hit the like button. It really helps the algorithm and also my channel and our community, and the notification bell so you never miss a post of mine. Also check out my own music and purchase my music if you like what you hear. And I will see you in the next reaction, I hope. Much love. Take care.